At number 24, and John Hutchinson.
All right, welcome in, everybody. We are right on time, and they are beginning the top 25 countdown. Uh, Ben Bird's here with you from Northwest Georgia Football. Got Big Matt from Locker Room Sports Talk. We're going to talk about the college football playoff rankings. The first edition comes out tonight.
Yeah.
And, we'll just get the ball rolling. 25, ranked 25 in this first time is the Tennessee Volunteers down at 25. 24. 24, the Pittsburgh Panthers. 23, Washington Huskies. 22, the Missouri Tigers. MIZ. And 21, rounding out that, Michigan. So Tennessee, Pittsburgh, Washington, Missouri, Michigan. Just a quick little chat about it, Matt. Anybody in this five here got any type of shot making any noise and getting in?
No, I think pretty much Oklahoma did Tennessee in, so they're just going to be playing for a nice bowl game.
I agree with you. I don't think Pittsburgh has the schedule left to maybe jump in. I think they have Georgia Tech, Miami, and somebody else that would be a decent win, maybe Virginia. But I don't see them making it through that schedule. Keep it on going here. We'll have more time to chat. They're seeding these things off. Iowa is the 20 seed. The Hawkeyes sitting at 20. USC at 19. That's Southern Cal, by the way. The U all the way down at 18. It's a big drop. I would expect to probably see. I don't know. I'm interested to see what his Georgia Tech team ends up at after that loss last week.
Yeah, Miami. They got Syracuse this weekend. They can't. They can't lose another game. Also, there's some people picking Iowa to beat Oregon. I've heard that this weekend.
Yeah,
I have.
It's funny. I mentioned Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech just rolled off at 17.
Wow.
So they still have number 24 Pitt left on their schedule. Vanderbilt Commodores at 16. Vandy. The Fighting Brahms at 15. Louisville at 15.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Vanderbilt. You can get your party and gifts on the way out.
Man, they were really flying through. They must be in a rush. They're just letting these things fly tonight. Normally
they want to talk about the top 10.
Yeah, I hear you. Virginia clocks in at 14. I think ACC needs Virginia and Louisville to play well, or you could be looking at them being a one-bid league.
Yes.
The Utah Utes, checking in at 13.
That's a team that could fool around, here and make a shot at this. I do. I think Utah does have a.
Well, it's funny. I hadn't seen Oklahoma. I hadn't seen BYU. I hadn't seen Notre Dame yet. So you would think they got to be up in this 12.
Yeah.
They just made a statement here. being that the fifth highest ranked champion is probably going to be outside the top 12, the cut line will be between 11 and 12. So the 12 seed won't actually make it. They'll be replaced by that group of 4 team. Number 12 right now is Oklahoma.
Yeah, they're going to leave Oklahoma right there and see how they do with Bama. That's going to be the key for them.
Speaking of see how they do, the Texas Longhorns checking in at 11.
Yeah. And they're
wow. I was actually kind of shocked that Texas was so high because I feel like they've looked worse than Oklahoma at times. I guess this
They're
last
off.
weekend.
They don't play again until they go to Georgia next week, Texas.
Notre Dame sitting in there at number 10.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Basically, they're saying on here they look dominant. Their losses are to Texas A&M
Yeah.
and Miami.
Yeah, look at Miami now. I know.
A&M's probably propping them up right now.
Yeah, I mean Bama. They got to be careful too because this LSU game is not. It's not going to mean a whole bunch. I mean, LSU's not even. I mean, where are they even going to be ranked at all? So. Florida State plays Clemson this weekend.
Oh boy! Also,
It'll be a 6 o'clock game, ACC Network. Auburn Vanderbilt's going to be on the SEC Network later game at 3.
the Oregon Ducks check in at number 9. That's lower than what most people had them. I think it's lower than what the AP poll had them. Yeah, but AP's got them at 6, and Oregon's sitting at 9 in these rankings. I just don't think they have a good win.
Yeah, that's they're at Iowa, which is, I mean, but the way their schedule lays out in front of them, I mean, they don't have nobody. They got Minnesota, USC, and at Washington. They don't. This may help along some of the poking and gouging to for these teams to start to play some teams. They can't help it. Penn State was bad this year, and they can't help it that Indiana's strength of schedule is 55. But
very interesting team here, sitting at 8. The Red Raiders from Texas Tech.
Are they still without their quarterback?
No, I don't know. BYU sitting at 7.
Yeah, and I say they're at Texas Tech at 11 on ABC.
Yeah, loser's out.
Yep.
Loser will drop 10 spots probably.
Texas Tech shows to be favored, 11 o'clock ABC.
Ole Miss is your number 6 ranked team.
And they got the great Citadel.
I would think the Georgia Bulldogs are probably sitting at 5. I would be my
probably Georgia, Bama, A&M, Indiana, Ohio State. Which 1 through 4 is going to play each other. So
number 5, Georgia Bulldogs, and number 4, the Crimson Tide.
Some people argued today that they thought that A&M could be 4 and Bama be 3 because of the scheduling.
A&M is 3. I think my argument would be either Indiana or Texas A&M above Ohio State because better wins.
Yeah. No, I mean, none of us went on the road for a whole month and beat ranked teams.
No.
None of them.
Let's see here. It's pretty much chalk. Texas A&M at 3, Indiana at 4. At 2, and Ohio State at 1. Which, I guess they think they've played the best. So,
well, that's the fun part. Of all this is, they're all going to play each other.
Yeah. So, according to this right here,
FCS playoff format. What's the FCF playoff?
I think they play 32. Did they play 32 or 64? They play like a big.
Oh, yeah.
Bracket.
No. It's already washed out so much now. I just think you take the best. I've always just let the computer go through strength of schedule and strength of record and pick a number one team. Let them be by, and then let 2, 3, 4, and 5 play.
Obviously, some of this is going to change, but
or just let one play a top 14 playoff. Just take the top 4 teams. Aaron says he's got to get to WWE programming. What are you talking about?
I don't know
what is today's Tuesday. Are you talking about NXT or it's got to be NXT or something?
All right, your bracket, if it ended today, here's how it will line up. Your 12 seed currently would be Memphis.
Yeah, I like that.
Memphis would be on the road in Athens, face Georgia.
Yeah.
Texas Tech would be at Oregon. Excuse me. Oregon would be at Texas Tech in Lubbock.
That'd be interesting.
Texas would be in Ole Miss down at the Grove. And Notre Dame would be at BYU in the first round.
Wow, the Mormons and the Catholics. Huh. One's going to have a bunch of wives and the other's going to go pray in the box. I don't know how that work out.
Yeah. I don't know. Booger's placing an argument that Texas A&M should be number 1 because of their resume.
What?
Yeah.
Why is he smoking? Is he falling, hit his head on something?
He's saying that because he feels like that they've got better wins than Ohio State and Indiana.
They don't have better wins than Alabama. Who?
But they don't have a loss, so that's
okay, that's cool. But don't say they got better wins. Come on, Bug.
And Galloway's agreeing with him, saying analytically Texas A&M is the better team, better than Indiana and. But anyway,
okay.
Let's.
They beat one ranked team, Notre Dame.
Yeah.
One. Bug always has something crazy. I think he just does that on purpose, get people to argue with him.
I cannot see that. Since we cannot see that, I'll just read it off.
I can see it.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, it's on. Yeah.
All right. So this is this list here. I'll read it off to you. This is the composite rankings of all of our guys put together. We do have Ohio State at 1, but
this is the poll. This is the poll that you put together and all the people on the Georgia Scoreboard Show and friends and family put together and voted on.
Yes, a lot of our correspondents we talked to across the state, North Carolina, North Georgia, North Alabama, Dean's got it on here. You got yours on here. We got a bunch of different people averaged in here. We had Ohio State at 1, followed by A&M, Alabama at 3, Georgia at 4, Indiana at 5, Oregon at 6, followed by Ole Miss at 7. See, Oregon's a little high here, but I guess they're respecting Oregon. Texas Tech at 8, BYU 9. Funny how Notre Dame is at that 10 spot, just the same way it is on the thing. We had Georgia Tech at 11, not docking Georgia Tech as much as some of the other teams. Oklahoma at 12. If you notice, you don't see the Texas name on here, and you still don't. First two out, Virginia and Louisville, which Virginia's at 11. Louisville was at 12.
Yeah.
And then your top group of 4 is Memphis. So a lot the same. We didn't give Texas as much. I guess it's because we've seen them struggle.
The product on the field, product just hadn't been real good for Texas. It just hadn't. Arch may find his groove here sometime, but and then the rumors of Sark maybe taking the Titans job, maybe that spoiled some. So
yeah, I just
so our poll is pretty much sort of a lot in line with the college bracket.
Yeah, the major differences is the big major difference is Indiana. 2 of them actually. Indiana dropped from 2 to 5. You might have a little Southern bias there, but we just do not respect Indiana's schedule.
Well, they play basketball, man. I'm nearly 50. I know what Indiana is. They're not a football school. I mean, you can't beat one ranked team and then get you're number 2. And then last year we look at what they didn't beat anybody last year. Only teams they played ranked that got beat.
Yeah,
I don't got nothing for Indiana.
A little more respect here from us than the committee at Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech was 17. We have them at 11.
I like Tech. I don't know why people's hating on them a little bit. I think they're a good football team. I picked them to lose this weekend. I knew it's going to happen, man. Going undefeated is nearly impossible anymore. It's hard to win, period. Like just to win a football game, you know that. You've played it, been around it your whole life. It's just hard to win. I mean, it is hard.
And I think even more these days because
you got the portal. Kids are moving around. So,
everybody's got a little talent.
Yeah, the peanut butter spread all the way to the edge now.
Yeah, and then also another thing,
the corners with Georgia and Alabama just globbing up all the talent.
Kevin Daniels says Arch has his chance in Athens to make a name. Well, he also has a chance to disappear off in the sunset.
Yeah, we'll see him again next year. Yeah.
I don't know. Here's my problem with Indiana's schedule and Indiana itself. They're not going to play anybody until that showdown with Ohio State, and it ain't going to matter what the result is. They're going to be in.
Yeah.
And man, I would love to see. I know we said that right now where they're at, they would draw the Notre Dame BYU winner, but when they lose to Ohio State, they have to drop some.
Yeah, that's the key. I think we're assuming that they'll lose to Ohio State and probably put them at 5 because the SEC loser is going to have to go somewhere too. Now, if it's Bama, that'll have to be 2 losses for them. That could put them at like 6. Okay, then they would match up with number 10 then?
6 is with 11.
All right, 11. So, yeah, and that would be who? Who was 11?
Currently at Texas.
So Bama would have to go to Texas and play that game if they lose the SEC title game to play in the first round just to make it to round 2.
Yeah, right now you have from the Big Ten you have Ohio State, Indiana, Oregon.
What's up, Alan, Kurt, Jack Amos, J-Mo? What's up? Good to see y'all on here.
From the SEC you have.
We're just kind of looking at the bracket. That's what we're looking at. the 12-team playoff hit tonight, so we're kind of going through it and seeing how the matchups are, what our perspective of it is, and it don't really mean a whole lot. It's just fun to talk about, kind of see where we think everybody is. What we do know is 1 through 4 Birds is going to play. Bama and A&M are more than likely they're going to match up in Atlanta for the SEC title, and Indiana and Ohio State are going to play for the Big Ten. That's what we know. And I'm assuming the 2 losers from those games will they'll make it in also.
Yeah, I don't see a way that they don't. Not currently, at least. Let's see here.
LSU news. They have appointed they got a new president and AD.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, they LSU removes AD Asbury interim tag.
Joey and Greg, by the way, I agree completely with you. But
Juju Lewis start the game against West Virginia.
Example,
he was out of Colorado.
Talk about Oregon.
Alabama suspends D-back Kirkpatrick, I guess, after that arrest for
in terms of
being wild.
And so the committee's had a lot of conversation, rigorous debate, conversation about.
Let's see here.
Oregon as a team, and we're blessed to have 3 coaches in the room, and looking at the technique. And
who's that talking?
Oregon,
the head of the playoff committee. I didn't even catch his name, but he's a interesting fella.
Side of the ball, the one loss is to our number 2 ranked team, Indiana, and so again, when we looked and evaluated Oregon, we really looked, in terms of just quality of team and how they looked on.
They're talking about how they evaluated Oregon right now.
Talk a little bit about the 3 highest ranked teams. Joey's pointed out many of the metrics, assuming they mirror what was in the room, would favor Texas A&M. I think all of us watched Ohio State.
There we go.
It's hard to argue with that.
There's the current as it sits right now.
Yeah.
Courtesy of Adam Schefter.
The chef.
Yeah. Here's a fun topic. Who won't be in this top 12? Give me the teams that won't be in the top 12 when it all shakes out.
Two teams, both in the top 5. Defensively, both with really good wins. Ohio State against Washington.
I'll try to decipher a little bit. I would say the loser of BYU Texas Tech is going to be out. Right now,
Virginia and Memphis, I think, will be. I don't think they'll make it.
Well, Memphis is going to have to lose, and Tulane or somebody like that will come in because that the highest ranked non-Power 5 is going to make it in that 12 spot, regardless if they're ranked 35th.
Yeah,
whoever the highest ranked one is. So Memphis is, as long as Memphis keeps winning, they'll be there at 12. They do play Tulane this week, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, here's the problem with that. Jake Rickslaw for whatever from BYU. They actually benched him this week. The Tulane, he was playing at Tulane. They actually benched him and brought in somebody else. I don't really know the situation there. I hadn't watched either one of these teams. Maybe BYU late. But I just don't think I don't think that BYU's got enough to make any kind of noise in this playoff.
No.
Texas Tech has a multi-million-dollar lineup, but I don't think they got enough.
Yeah. Yeah, Notre Dame beats Indiana again. They're out. Ole Miss beats A&M. They're out. Oregon gets beat by Ohio State, and
I don't see Alabama ending up in the 4 and Georgia in the 5. I know that this will be a rematch, but I don't think that's the way it ends up.
Yes, it can't. It can't. There ain't no way because 4 plays 3 and 1 plays 2 in like a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
well, here's a kicker. What happens? Let's just say Georgia runs the table, so does Alabama and A&M. Alabama and A&M playing that title game. Does the loser can't drop lower than Georgia? Can they? Especially if the loser's Alabama.
If Bama loses the SEC game to A&M, they'll come in at probably a 6.
So you think Bama, even though they have a win against Georgia, the 2-loss factor will drop them behind them? Yeah. I could see that. That's true.
And all that's going to do is they'll play. It may probably still be Virginia anyway. You know. And Georgia would stay. They'll ride 5 as long as they win. Yeah. As long as if they beat Georgia Tech, as long as they win out there.
Yeah, I mean they still have Texas at home. And
yeah, they could lose either one of those games. I mean, it's possible. I ain't gonna say Bama's a foregone win for LSU Saturday. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, really, you don't know who's going to show up. I hate having to play that team that just lost their coach.
I know, because they got nothing to lose, and they are just fired up, and they're playing their arch nemesis, the team they hate. Well, I mean, everybody hates Alabama, but LSU, they really do. I mean,
where's the game at?
It's at Bama.
Okay, well,
that helps.
That's a big help. If it was and I know it doesn't mean the same thing, but still, in this case, if it was a night game at LSU, I think that would make it a big difference. And
it used to. It don't anymore. Like Auburn, playing in Auburn used to be like a big deal. It's not. They've lost more home games since Reed's been there. He's ruined that. He's ruined the night games at Auburn. You get drilled by Kentucky. Your night game, your all it's just crap.
Well, they lost 10-3, did they not?
Yeah.
Wow.
He couldn't even score. That's why they fired him. And Ben said that he had heard they told his daughter he supposed to have got 4 years no matter what. Dude, he was worse. They look worse. You can't keep him around. So
I heard a story. Some people figured out that he was getting he was going to be fired because his normal weekly tea time had been canceled.
What up, BL? They told him not to keep his 1:30 tea time. They had a meeting that they grabbed him right after the game and said, "We will see you tomorrow at lunch." And he didn't get to talk to the team because I talked to one of the guys that are being looked at by them, and he talked to one of the players, and they told this young guy, which had told me that he didn't even talk with the players.
Ben Smith asked, "What happens if Georgia loses against both Texas and Georgia Tech?" They're out. I mean, they're out.
They're going to be down there with Tennessee.
Yeah. I feel like if Georgia beats Texas, I don't think that group of 5 teams or a group of 4 teams is going to beat them. I feel pretty good about them. Texas is not this week's game, so let's worry about Mississippi State first.
Yeah, where's that game at?
It's in Athens. and it is a 7:30 kick.
Okay.
So advantage Georgia there, I'd say.
Mississippi State, I like watching Fluff run. He's pretty. I mean, they're not.
Now the Mississippi State game is at Mississippi
Oh,
at noon kickoff in Mississippi.
oh, okay. Yeah, so y'all going over there this weekend?
Yeah, we got one of them Big Ten big noon kickoffs.
They're better. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I hate to say Mississippi State's bad. Like Auburn has looked bad. You know, like just not much improvement. Mississippi State, I see improvement. You know, from them. So, but I still spread. I'm sure is 2 touchdowns or.
It's 8.5. Whoa, 8.5.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I Kevin says Mississippi State gave Georgia everything they wanted. That's true.
Yeah,
but I would love to see Georgia come out. Answer me this:
yeah.
Do you think Georgia's played their best game this year?
I don't
know what their best game is, man.
Well, I think it's looked that way for a lot of teams.
Yeah, I agree.
You're just trying to you're waiting on them to, like a game you see they're going to have a good game and then they'll have a bunch of penalties, so that screwed it up.
Yeah, back drives up, having the punt.
Yeah, and then you're waiting on them to have that good game and they start running the ball well. Then they let's see, this weekend I was just looking at it. Who'd y'all play this weekend? Florida, yeah. Florida, the Florida run the ball pretty well. Georgia didn't. I mean, it was fair night rushing, but you kept waiting for that, that next spark to kick in. And Florida's that old kick dog. They got a good defense. I knew Florida was going to play Georgia a good game.
Oh yeah.
But here's the thing with Georgia: that staff and Kirby and them, they just kind of have that winner mentality. They just figure out ways to win. So. And Kirby knows this as well as anybody in this 12 team right here. The board knows it. Day knows it. And Lanning, no, maybe. And Freeman at Notre Dame does. Those guys have played in playoffs, So you want your team to peak at the right time,
I would like to see a couple games in a row where we could start the same offensive line set up. That would be,
that'd be brilliant. Yes, Georgia's had a huge mess with that this year. Huge mess.
Yeah, we haven't been able to keep anybody out there. But
this summer going in, we knew that was going to be a problem.
But I will say this: playing the freshmen, playing all these guys, that just bodes well for the future.
Yeah, well, you got a quarterback that he's a better version of Jackson Arnold. He's smart enough to get you yards to get out of the way. He don't shoot himself in the foot every play. So that helps that Gunner can, because of the bad spots of the offensive line, Auburn got drilled. I mean, Kentucky had 12 sacks all year. They had like 8 against Auburn in one night. Where Gunner, he'll get out of the way and can, he can create some things with his head and his feet. He's a little more confident. Jackson's just not a confident football player. I think that's his problem. So you would expect their best game to be January 19th at 6:30 Central Time. That's when you would expect to peak, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
That's what you would want. We're going to play our very best game on January 19th. Let me ask you this. Is there any team on here just looking at it, and I've seen Ohio State play twice? I don't see a team on here that I don't think Alabama or Georgia could beat. And it's 12.
I agree with you. I think you get in a fist fight and you got a shot at it. I agree. Either team could beat them. You just don't. I mean, I think Ohio State is a good team. I think they have a very good defense. How challenged has Sayan been?
Yeah, but you
Not
know,
that he's not a good player.
the best, offense. Who's the best offense? Ohio State's seen.
Let's see.
And what quarterback's just knocking the door down, just throwing the ball all over the field. What big time stud tailback is ripping up and down the field against Ohio State? Because I watched them play this weekend. I think they get in. I think they get in the position right. They're a sound football team. I think they do the little things right. But I don't. There's nothing. Just I'm gonna tell you this, and some people may laugh, and that's fine. I've had people laugh at me about way worse stuff. Alabama and Ohio State remind me of each other. I think Bama, the receivers, he likes to throw the ball around a little bit. I think they got pretty good tailbacks. Nobody really elite. The defense is solid. They play their keys pretty well most of the time. They do get beat and give up some stuff sometimes. I'm just saying, when I watched one quarter of Ohio State this weekend, they reminded me. Now I know in them playing Penn State, honestly, Penn State reminded me of Auburn. Like they're just not good. They're just in a bad spot.
I'm going to say this, and you'll probably never invite me back to the show, but
that's it. We're done with it. Get him off here.
I'm not so sure that Indiana's not good enough to play with Ohio State. And I know how you feel about Indiana.
Well, we're just going to have to see. I mean, honestly, just in all joking aside, and the Indiana stuff, I think it's just the fans. It's not them particularly. We're just going to have to see. They're going to have to show me, that they can go out there and play with a team that has been recruited highly, top 3 classes at least.
Well, in the position they're in, I think they're going to win out. And I think they're probably going to lose to Ohio State, which is going to put them in – I think it'll probably drop them out of the first round bye. So that means they'll be hosting somebody. So there's a very good chance they'll get either Notre Dame, Ole Miss, Oregon, Georgia, one of these. They're going to probably get one of these SEC teams or Notre Dame. And that will be something that we all will probably have our eyes glued to.
Well, yeah, because everybody wants to see them get beat. I mean, really, people want to see, we want to see what's all the talk about. Indiana is supposed to be, they talk about them, but what was they saying about them tonight on the show? Did Greg really praise them and pet their egos more?
They're still talking now. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. It's hard to, look at it all. But here's a very interesting thing. How would it affect Ohio State if they lost to Michigan? I was talking to somebody a couple weeks ago about this game, and I'm thinking, well, that shouldn't even be close. And they just think that there's some kind of mental block right now.
Well, they would still play Indiana for the Big Ten.
I think so.
Because, see, Michigan's 7-2 overall. So that would tie them in conference at both 5-1, but Michigan's still 7-2 overall. So Ohio State would be at the time let's see, they got 1, 2, 3 games between. So they'd be, assumingly, they'd be 8-0 in conference at the time. So they'd be 8-1, and Michigan to be 7-1. So I don't think it'd matter. Because just overall, they're going to take the overall record, and they would be tied in conference. But Michigan's going to be ranked so low, but they're ranked 3rd, in the conference right now. So I don't know. Now, let me retract that. For the Big Ten championship, it could make a difference, but now for them being in the playoffs, it wouldn't. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It wouldn't make any difference. But if they don't get to play for the Big Ten title, what kind of illustrious schedule do they have then? What are they? I don't think that happens this year. I don't think Michigan's they don't got to giddy up and go.
I don't think so either. I do not think they have it. One more photograph I have here that I think is worth looking at. Oops. Come on.
But
there you go. According to the All-State Playoff Predictor, Ohio State and Indiana both have a 99% chance, followed by 97% A&M, 93% Alabama, 86% Georgia, 77% Ole Miss. How does BYU have a 74% chance? Well, it just takes one loss for a team like that.
Yeah.
Oklahoma's sitting there at 35%. Vanderbilt at 31%.
Well, how would Vanderbilt have I guess it'd be who they have left on their schedule, maybe.
Well,
which is they would have to win out, which means they got to beat Auburn, Kentucky, and Tennessee. Well, they could do that. It's possible. They're at home for Auburn and Kentucky. They got to go to Tennessee. So now, if they lose one of those, they're OUT. 3 wins, 3 losses. We know is your dead meat. Not unless just crazy stuff happens, like Auburn beats Bama and Georgia Tech beats Georgia, and you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if all that stuff starts happening, then
it could. It very well could.
Sure. I picked Auburn to beat Bama in the summer before I even seen them play.
Well, I mean, hear me out here. Oregon has Iowa, Minnesota, USC, and Washington left. 3 out of 4 ranked teams.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, that's not an easy task. It's hard. I said earlier. It's hard to win games, especially. I don't think people really understand how hard it is just to win, to overcome adversity in games of bad calls, hurt players, constantly having to move people around because of injuries, and just if you're not at home, so you got noise on the road. Alabama at Georgia, they were on silent count the last 3 quarters of the game. They could not hear at all. The center Brailsford was snapping the ball to tie just blindly. He just hoped he was ready. They had worked on it in the week. So those things, they're all factors. It's hard to win a game, and especially to go for them to play 3 ranked teams here late. You know what we was just talking about with Georgia, their linemen, you have injuries late. And that's what pees me off. That's what really pees me off about this Indiana crap. They don't play nobody, so their players are they're doing okay.
They're playing 2.5, 3 quarters, yeah.
Yeah. We're all beat up from trying to kill each other.
Yep. All right. Well, I didn't know they was going to spit it out that quick at us, but I enjoyed talking about it. I know it don't mean too much right now because there's still weeks left, but it's interesting to see where they place teams. I really didn't think they'd have Georgia Tech that low.
I got you, BL. He said the Tide's winning out. It's Taco Tuesday night. He's a fat boy. He got to go eat. All right, see you, brother. Yeah, appreciate all y'all guys jumping in. BL, Kevin, Ben.
Yeah.
Kevin. Best man at the wedding, wasn't he, Birg?
I was, yeah.
Kevin, yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, I was there. I don't know if I was the best. I wasn't the best man. I was one of the men.
Okay.
That was a good time. Emily Anna, they great couple. And they got some. I see all the time. I don't see them in person a lot anymore, but I see online all the time the different things their kids are doing, and that's awesome.
Yeah, I think he was like he's going to be 6'6". He keeps growing.
Yeah,
Long arm, long leg.
it's funny because my daughter, she's 9, she's about to turn 10, and anything we go to softball wise, they're like, "How old is she?" And I said, "She's 9." What? Mine's 11. She's a foot taller than her.
She just grew early.
Yep, she's growing. All right, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna let you know, or let everybody know. Thursday night we'll have
a lot of high school games.
Well, we're gonna have our big Georgia high school playoff premiere show. A lot of games. We have 37 of the 55 teams in our coverage area in the playoffs, so we got a lot of coverage coming, hopefully for multiple weeks. We do have a couple of those teams playing each other in the first round, so that'll be interesting. The reason this week is actually a scheduled bye week for the playoffs,
right?
In Georgia. So,
do you like that or no?
I like it in the fact that I'm going to watch Fife and Lauderdale County. How do you think that matchup's going to be? You know about that side over there. Lauderdale, can they play with them?
Yeah, probably for a little while. The thing is, Paul gets the ball at 5, Coach B, and they're just going to keep the ball, bro. Yeah, and that's the problem. You're just not going to get the ball back because they're going to run it. And I mean, we watched them play Geraldine that weekend, and the first quarter was over at 7:20. I swear to God it. So I would kind of doubt it. I'd look for 5 to make a pretty good steam. That Mars Hills team is going to be the one to watch over here for 3A stuff. And Piedmont, don't forget about them. I think they roll big Thursday night.
Cool. Ben Smith asked, how is the Georgia high school football playoffs looking right now? I tell you what, I'll give you a quick little run through. We got 37 teams across all classifications in our the private school division. Darlington's at St. Thomas Aquinas, North Cobb Christian at Kings Ridge. First round buys in the private, Christian Heritage and GAC. In 6A, the big boys, North Forsyth is at Carrollton. I'd favor Carrollton there. Hillgrove at North Paulding, probably Hillgrove. Paulding County is at North Cobb. I'd take North Cobb in that one, unfortunately. Villarica at North Gate, East Paulding and Langston Hughes. That will be a tough uphill battle. Lovejoy will be at Barron Stadium in Rome.
Do
what?
Lovejoy,
yeah. Yeah. We got all kind of team names.
Don't Google search that for a movie.
Dalton is at Creekside. Jackson, Atlanta will be under a hurricane warning at Cartersville. Tucker will be at Central Carroll. Mays at Cass. Hiram at ML King. 3A, Harlem is at Heritage Catoosa. Oconee County will be at Northwest Woodfield. Pickens is on the road at Monroe area. Gilmer at Douglas, Atlanta. And Lumpkin County and Calhoun is at Calhoun. Both of those are local teams.
I would like to be at that Calhoun game.
Yeah. Ringgold is at Pierce County. Cook is at North Murray. Sonorville is at Burke County. Laney is at Lakeview, Fort Overthorpe. And South Atlanta is unfortunately having to go to Rockmart.
Ooh, that's a drive.
East Lawrence is at Heard County. Social Circles at Haralson County. Fannin is at Northeast Macon. Talking about a drive. Google that one. Temple.
3-4 hours.
Yeah, Temple is at Toombs County. and Towers is at Gordon Lee. Gordon Central is at Jasper County. Bremen is at Pepperell. That will be a very good one.
Yep.
Wilcox County is at Bowden. Troutland is at Mount Zion. And Trine will make the 4-hour trip to Hawkinsville.
I didn't see Benedictine or Troop on there.
They're not playing against any of our local teams quite yet.
Okay.
This is just
the
matchups that include our local teams.
Okay.
Yeah, 6A through 1A.
Yeah.
And like I said, they won't start until next week. So me and Lawrence are both planning on going to see some 5 football, some Red Devil football.
Yeah. Geraldine they host a good game up there too. But yeah, everybody needs to. 5's the team everybody needs to see play once in their life. If you just like old timey run the football right at you.
Yeah, I watched 5 and Isabella a few years back, and it was a pretty darn good matchup. 5 pulled away late, but Isabella was able to hang with him for a while.
Yeah, if anybody can throw the ball a lot, that's the only thing that usually gives 5 trouble. Somebody that scores like big plays, explosive plays.
Yeah.
Those they like to play keep away and keep the ball. And if you go down and score 3 or 4 plays and score quick, they're going to try to grind it out and keep the ball away from you. And you'll see the tailback, Gibson. I think he's 22. Yeah, keep your eyes on him. He can get you up and go.
Lauderdale County don't know much about it.
There's one other thing too, and watching 5 that I appreciate in watching the game. They just don't miss tackles. They just don't. Nobody springs it around the end. Here he comes, and he breaks the tackle, and he's gone. That usually don't happen against 5. It just don't, man. If they're on you, you're tackled. You're going to the ground. Great tackling team. They ain't going to have a bunch of penalties. I don't think they went in 2 the whole night. And it was 2 to start the game. I don't think they had another one the rest of the night.
Yeah, I looked up this Lauderdale County team, and they got a back that's pretty decent. They're 7-3 overall.
Well, they're going to be they're a 3 in that region because 5's 2.
Gotcha.
2-3 matchups are 2-3 matchups are usually good. Those 1 and 4 ones sometimes are just usually not. Usually the first round, whoever won the region, their first game is Piedmont's first game, play Phil Campbell. That that's going to be a tough matchup for Phil Campbell to come up here to Piedmont and win.
So Lauderdale County plays in Morris Hill, Colbert County, Rogers. I was looking at that, and I think Lauderdale finished 3rd there.
And that Morris Hill that's a little top heavy because they just slap everybody.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what this team did. 42-7. You're right. They slapped them.
They're a private school. Coach Higgins is their coach. He is a ex-bull rider. He did exhibition boxing with Butterbean. He's got a great story. You can find it on Average Joe Sports Talk. Just type in Mars Hill. And Bo went up there and interviewed him about 2 or 3 years ago. Great story. Just a tough old guy. This guy's he's got a great story. But yeah, he done eat all the tacos and he done come back.
Oh man.
East Paulding County game. That's where his mama taught at.
Okay, yeah. So the big boy game, East Paulding at Langston Hughes. Woo-wee. You're on a tough one.
Where's Langston Hughes at? Is that a drive?
No, it's on the Alabama side of Georgia. If
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Mars Hill. We're fixing to reclassify a lot of these teams over here, so
yeah,
they'll go to 4A. I think Mars Hill will probably be good with 4A North. I think they will.
We're reclassifying as well in Georgia. and they are eliminating the 2 divisions in single A, and they're adding the 7A back.
Okay.
Splitting it back up. So, like a team like Chattooga is going to move from the 1A to 2A, but it'll be a similar region setup. So.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They didn't make it. Coosa beat them the other night on a last play or something, and so they didn't make it.
Nope. Yeah, you're right. Yep. Last second field goal.
They'll be back. Tribe will be back next year.
Oh yeah, yeah. They a lot of inexperience. Got better as the year went on. Went from the first maybe 4 games averaging less than 200 yards total offense to rushing for over 300 a game the last 5 or 6. So started figuring it out. All right, man.
Dean,
I'm gonna jump off here and
y'all got some middle school kids. Chattooga's going to be, so they'll be in there next year.
yeah, the next 2 years, I think there'll be a lot coming up. I think the best player was actually in the 7th grade last year, so it'll be the following year before he's there. So, but we do have we have a freshman running back that could be pretty good. Didn't get much of an opportunity this year. Just got to learn the game a little more and hold on to the football.
Yeah.
I'll
should be back on Thursday. Probably I'll go through we may look at some other brackets and stuff. May shoot the bull about some Bama LSU and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think me and Lawrence, we might run over by KT's Catfish and get a bite to eat and then run on out to 5.
There's some bad boys up there. Well,
I don't think he's ever been. Like I said, I've been once.
Yeah, he'll get to see all the when you go over, in the stadium, the iron over the top, the walkway, and then they got the graveyard and all that, and all the years of championships on the board, and it's pretty cool. They shoot fireworks usually when they score and stuff.
All righty.
Yep, y'all have a good time, man.
Yes, sir. We plan on it. Hopefully.
Yeah, if it gets close, heck, shoot me a score. I don't think it will be, but
if it gets out of control, that ain't within 15 minutes from Geraldine, right?
Let's see, back down, go turn. Yeah, I mean it's not. Yeah, just hit some score stream or something and see what the Geraldine. I got some guys at Geraldine I know. I could probably get a score up there too.
Yeah.
I think they both take care of business round 1. I like to see them play again.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded like it was a heck of a battle.
It was. Yeah, holler at me then.
All right, I will.
All right, see you, homie.
All right, we'll see.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
We here at Northwest Georgia Football would like to thank you for watching. Please join us again soon.